Welcome back to Insights on Leadership in Life. I'm your host, Roberta Pickett, and we are talking tonight about our youth and our future. And with me to talk about it are Calena Reeves and Maddie Watts and Adelaide Cahill, all from here in Amador County, two different high schools, but all seniors in high school here. And, you know, we are a very small county. Less than 37,000 people in the whole county, which, if you really think about it, I used to live in Folsom, and there were 70,000 just in one town. And
it's like a college campus.
Some of the college campuses are bigger than our whole county. It's really interesting.
Yeah.
So, you know, there are good things about that, and there are not so good things. What do you guys think about the best things about living in a small county? Adelaide, what about you?
The best things, easily it's how well we can, or how well we're connected to each other, you know, in the sense that, you know, when we fall down, we get picked up by everyone around us just because we know, you know, we grew up with the same people, you know, the same kid I went to first grade with is in some of my high school classes. So it's like you have that huge, like, foundation, and it's like just that more strength of connection than you would have in like a big city where, you know, you don't know anyone.
Or very few.
Like I would imagine, I've never lived in a big city, but you really don't have that, you know, you kind of have the names you know, and everybody sort of, you know, like with the fire, we all supported each other. And
That's true. The Butte fire this summer was just huge, horrible tragedy, and yet so many people came together on so many levels. The Interact Club, I know, participated. The Rotary clubs, I would imagine, both high schools did things too.
Yeah, it's really enlightening to see how everyone came together.
Yeah, I think that's kind of the way a small town community is, and that's one of the biggest benefits.
Definitely.
What about you guys? Anything else?
I know, like, with school, like, your teachers really get to know you, and they can really, like, invest your time in you, and, like, they, like, believe in you, and, like, you know, they want you to succeed, and, you know, knowing you, they're going to help you get where you need to go.
Yeah, because our school, how many in total in your senior class?
What?
150.
How about in
Oh,
yours?
wow, like 115.
So both of you,
well,
but
less.
those are both very small
yeah.
when you look at most high schools around. So they get to know you more personally, which allows more interaction. What about the challenges of living here? Small town, small community.
I hate to not say any benefits and then go into challenges, but obviously I appreciate the small town too. I mean, in a small community, having all grown up together, I feel like a lot of us have the majority has very similar, maybe political views or just views on things in general. There's going to be, you know, sort of a flow of thought that sort of goes in between the few people that we have here, and you don't really get to experience different, you know, points of view like you would in like the bigger city. You see a lot of people with like very different backgrounds, very different life experiences, and their family life is going to be like drastically different probably than some of ours.
Yeah.
Like diversity kind
Definitely, yeah, diversity,
Yeah, that's interesting. Do you think that living in a small community helps or hinders what you want to do after high school?
I think
I'm not sure. Like, it's kind of a challenge to leave, because in a sense it's a huge change, you know.
It's a bigger change because you've never...
Bigger change. Just the way we are right now isn't quite, you know, it's not going to be like that when we go to college, especially if you go to college in a city. It's going to be, you know, a new college, a new school, but also a new, like, way of life.
Yeah, totally different. The community itself, the college campus might be bigger than any of our towns in our county.
but that makes it so exciting too.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously it's exciting wherever you live, even if you grew up in, you know, San Francisco, you're going to be excited because you're becoming an adult and stuff, but here it's just like, it's kind of a new level of, oh my gosh, I really get to experience who I am without this little family around me, you know, because the community, we are a family, and you know, going to college is more than just escaping your immediate relatives, but also sort of escaping. I mean, I don't.
That's true.
I love you, Mom.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I mean, it is a kind of escape, you know, like going to college.
I think all of
it's-
us have a little bit of that, you know, when we go. It's like, what else is out there, right?
Yeah, kind of in the sense that we don't know what's out there, so it's kind of challenging in that way. Like,
Yeah.
you've
Scary,
had this,
challenging,
yeah, like scary,
exciting.
challenging.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
both.
Yeah.
Both.
Yeah.
Definitely both.
Do you what do you guys want to do after high school? What's on the plate, do you think?
For me, I'm really interested in TV and film production. So I actually want to go to like a big city and try that out, like go to Los Angeles, you know, because here I'm not going to get very many opportunities, you know, practicing what I want to do career-wise. So hopefully I can get some experiences and see what they have down in LA.
Have you done anything in film production up to this point?
Just like short films every once in a while. Done some community service films as well.
How
And,
fun.
Yeah.
Good for you. That's great. And Calena, how about you?
Well, I want to actually be an English professor, so I want to major in English. Hopefully attend a college in Washington or Berkeley. That's actually my dream college, but we can always keep wishing.
Gotta have them.
At first I wanted to do secondary education or teach high school English, but I don't know, I just thought being a professor would be kind of more of a challenge, you know, challenge myself a little bit. And yeah, I just...
And so you thinking about LA area, and what about, I'll come back to that, because think about, you know, where do you want to do it afterwards? I mean, so you're thinking about doing that for school, but
Yeah.
where are you going to end up? And how about you, Adelaide? What do you want to do?
Well, it changes as I go and like as I have new experiences in life. But at the moment, I'd really like to become a doctor. So I want to go to hopefully a good maybe UC college or a private school if I happen to get in. And I get my 4-year degree in something kind of like along the lines of like nutrition. I was looking into those majors like a couple nights ago when I was like applying, and I was like, oh, that sounds really cool. You know?
You mentioned while we were talking before the show that you're president of the science club at your school.
Yes,
So what area of medicine or what are you interested in?
I'm not sure yet. Well, mostly like nutrition, like whole body healing, kind of like a holistic take on it.
Actually, our show last month was all about that.
Oh, really? I might just go see it, yeah. Because I did my sophomore year, I took the AP Bio class, and she had us do this big project for it, and we had to come up with like our own science experiment, and I was kind of anti-antibiotics. Like, I don't really they're very beneficial to our society and everything, but they have their drawbacks. You know, they're not a perfect drug. So I was like, well, maybe there's other things that would be better. So I kind of was looking into like holistic, natural like remedies and stuff, and I just remember that really sparked my interest in that, and it kind of never died down. And then kind of through the whole like community service and like service above self thing, I wanted to like bring in service and kind of my passion for like holistic healing, and I was like, well, that kind of sounds like a doctor. So
Yeah, well, it's great. And you know, you said it changes a little bit as you experience different things.
yes,
And that's so true. I mean, for most people, there are very few people who know from, you know, the time they're little that they want to be X. Most people go through life and something happens, or there's an event or an experience, and goes, you know, that really touched my heart, or touched off my curiosity, or got me excited or something, and that starts to change your life. I mean, I know mine changed multiple times throughout my life, and that happens too, and that's fine. You know, we all have hopefully lots of time to experience lots of different things.
Yeah.
But good luck, yeah.
thank you.
Do you have a sense, all of you, where you want to be long term? Do you think you'll come back to Amador County, or you think? I know it's hard. And
I know.
It's just a fantasy question. It's
Yeah.
not.
Of course.
Honestly, no, I don't think I'll return. Like, I'm sure I'll come back and visit, but I really want to try out the big city setting and live somewhere kind of larger. You know, I'd want to be a doctor at a large established hospital, so.
You have a preference location yet?
I don't.
Yeah,
No.
that's okay. That's okay. It's still a ways away.
Yes.
Yeah. And you guys?
I mean, California is beautiful, but I think I'd ideally want to get out of the state. I don't know, maybe Washington, Oregon. That is where I want to go to college, but I think it's also just a beautiful, beautiful area.
It is beautiful up there.
I mean, you know, New Zealand is ideal, but we'll see.
Yes.
It's gorgeous there.
Yeah.
And?
So probably I'd like to stay in LA, maybe not like downtown LA, but you know, like along the beaches, like Malibu's pretty nice. but,
Sure.
I mean,
Yeah.
maybe farther down the road.
Very
but,
nice.
Yeah.
So a little bit as you experience and you find different things, yeah. Well, it's interesting how, you know, you start to hear, have any of you heard from your colleges yet?
Not yet.
Not even done applying.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's a big start.
Yeah.
It's going to be happening soon,
I know.
and that will start the ball rolling even further. You think you got things going, well, it's going to multiply.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay.
Kind of, a lot of people are like, oh, senior year, it's the end of everything. And
No.
it really just
beginning.
feels like the
Yeah.
start.
Yeah.
It's just
Yeah.
the start.
It's like-
Hold that thought, because it's really
Yeah.
true. It is just the beginning, and there's so much more to experience. So we're going to take another commercial break and be back in just a few minutes with more insights on leadership in life.